Hello, I'm Linda, and I'm here to talk about my UFE journey. It's been a week plus since I got my UFE procedure done by Dr. Sandeep, and sitting here right now, it's enough evidence that I'm really feeling much better as compared to the previous days. Okay, so what brought me to the hospital? Like, I used to have some signs and symptoms like heavy bleeding with clots, and also I'll feel very discomfort with my stomach. I have the fullness sensation in my stomach, and sometimes I have cramps before and during my periods. And I also crave a lot of things that I won't usually go for these things to eat. Like, I'll eat coal. I'll also eat like ice cubes, and sometimes I want to eat the dry coffee, just the powder, and I want to lick it. So these things got me very uncomfortable and wondering what was happening with me, and it came to mind that I have to see a gynecologist, which I did, and I was diagnosed with a fibroid. That's when it came to me that all the signs and symptoms that I have, heavy bleeding, I'll change my pad like 4 times, 5 times, sometimes 6 times a day, yes. And that's when it came to me that it was because of the fibroid I had. And thank God when I met Dr. Sandeep, put me through. He was very welcoming and made me feel very comfortable because I was like nervous and panicking. But when he talked me through and assured me, I became aware more, like I had more background knowledge about what was going on in my body. And I noticed that with him and with God, I'm going to go through this. And we went down to having my UFE procedure, which was very successful. Throughout my procedure, I was awake and I was like watching what was going on because I didn't have like a general anesthesia. And after my procedure, went back to the ward. I was admitted like for 2 days for recovery. And I just want to say thanks to Dr. Sandeep and the nurses who were on duty. They really gave me A+ management because after that I just have pain, which is bearable, and the discomfort like constipation, but it was well managed, and I was discharged and went back home. And since I've been home, I've just been taking good care of myself, not lifting any heavy things and taking enough rest, and also watching my diet. So I just want to say, right now I feel much more better, and I don't have these signs and symptoms that I used to have before, like having heavy bleeding with clots. I no more crave these things I used to crave before, and I'm wondering what happened. Like, I want to eat charcoal like on a daily, but right now I don't even think about it. It completely just left my mind because during all that process I had low hemoglobin and I had iron deficiency. I just want to say this is very common. Fibroid is very common in women in their 30s. In your early 30s, if you start having this heavy menstrual bleeding and you notice that you're getting out of shape, your stomach is bloating, and you feel very uncomfortable with yourself. You feel this fullness in your stomach even when you didn't eat. You have cravings for certain things that you wouldn't normally go for those things. Just go to the hospital. You might be suffering from a fibroid and you might have low hemoglobin and low iron, which is not good. Always see a gynecologist when you have these signs and symptoms and you feel strange with your body right inside. You can tell when you feel something is wrong inside. You can really tell. See a gynecologist, and you can also see Dr. Sandeep. He's going to talk you through, he's going to give you advice, and he's going to give you directives on what to do to check yourself what is happening.